Email warmup is dead. I'm sure you've seen claims like this recently. So to put these claims to the test, we looked at over 17,000 of our real inboxes. And in doing so, we came to a conclusion that, in fact, the truth is, the skeptics aren't entirely wrong. Over the past couple years, the market has flooded with tons of tools built on fake inboxes, and Gmail and Outlook have gotten really good at spotting these. Then the dreaded November 2025. This is when Gmail finally ended its grace period and started rejecting non-compliant emails outright, rather than simply filtering them. We saw the effects of this on our network too, where our inbox placement rates dropped from 97.7% down to 96.4%. Meanwhile, spam roughly doubled, and full recovery took about 16 weeks. The dip was real, but modest, and we quickly recovered. So why are so many people convinced that email warmup is completely dead? To get to the bottom of this, we looked at 17,247 real inboxes, tracking where mail landed and how often it got flagged. Here's what our warmup process did. After a week of warmup with warmup inbox, the average inbox placement rate was 95%. After week 2, it was nearly 98%. And during these 2 weeks, spam placement rate dropped from 1.77% down to 0.24%. So where could this myth of warmup being dead possibly come from? The thing is, most warmup tools check placement using IMAP, which can only see folders. But Gmail's promotions and updates tabs aren't folders. They're labels on the inbox. So to IMAP, an email sitting in promotions counts as inboxed. In situations like these, so many tools out there count near perfect placement. Meanwhile, your emails are sitting in a tab no one ever reads. We measured that gap directly, comparing Gmail recipients connected through OAuth, which actually reads the tabs, and those simply connected to IMAP, which only sees folders. We looked at 379 inboxes and 224,000 sends. The results? While IMAP reported 98.93% deliverability, the honest OAuth number was just 88.73%. That's a 10-point gap between what's reported and where the mail actually lands. So if you've run warmup, seen great numbers, but still struggled to get replies, that's a very likely reason why. The problem isn't that warmup is broken. It's that IMAP can't tell you the truth. So warmup works. But the real risk is flying blind and reacting too slowly. And that's where we found the most important number in the study. We analyzed 71,581 deliverability degradation events across 3+ years to learn what predicts recovery. It's not how bad the drop is. In fact, even a severe 40-point crash, if caught within the first 3 days, recovers in about 2 weeks, which is really the same speed as a mild dip caught that fast. Depth barely matters here, while duration is everything. Once an inbox stays degraded 15 days or more, recovery jumps to 57 to 74 days, about 8 times longer. And the odds of recovering at all drop to roughly 51%. That's a coin flip. If you remember anything from this video, let it be these 3 takeaways. First, check how your tool measures deliverability. IMAP-only reporting is likely inflating your deliverability numbers by about 10 points. Look for OAuth for the true number. Second, watch Gmail first. In our data, Gmail was the first provider to flag an issue in about 85% of cases. In all likelihood, by the time other providers show it, Gmail's been flagging it for 1 to 3 days. Third, don't wait. The 15-day cliff is real. The moment you see a dip in placement, act. At Warmup Inbox, our network is entirely comprised of real inboxes, not bots or simulations. Additionally, we measure with OAuth, so your placement data reflects reality. And perhaps most importantly, our live monitoring flags dips early so that you can act fast. So, is email warmup dead? No, it works. The key to success is measuring honestly and catching slips before the 15-day cliff. Still watching? I'd love for you to leave a comment and let us know what kind of deliverability you've been seeing. Are you measuring with IMAP or OAuth? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, my friends, happy warming.